Well, boys, Alp Arslan is the real freaking deal. Holy jeez, what does this guy do? This is going to be the video that's going to go through it because we tested this thing out. We did 5v5 tests. We did 1v1 tests. We also saw some crazy reports on some of the different things that happened. And I think I've got this thing figured out. And I'm going to get it real simple and easy for everybody. So stick around while we go through what we found in the testing of the new Archer Commander Alp Arslan and how it pertains to you. He's going to be a must-max commander, I hate to tell you. So stick around while we go through it all right now. Hey everybody, I'm your boy War Daddy Chadsky. I do Rise of Kingdoms videos all the time. And if you enjoy these videos, throw a thumbs up on here. Give it a like. Helps out the videos, helps out the channel a ton. We are growing the community, and if you want to be a part of that community, you can just subscribe to my channel. It doesn't cost you a thing, and you can hit that bell if you want to get alerts when I do content like this. Also, we're in the middle of our May giveaway where we're giving away a $10 flux for every video that I do. All you got to do to enter to win is comment down in the comment section. I love comments. I love getting down there and talking with you guys and appreciate you guys. So from our previous video, here's our boy JP. This is a video, I'll have a card at the top. It's actually about the leadership marches and what we're doing with Hector and Philip now in 2026. And he said, I actually am thinking to build a leadership march. Seems Chad can read minds now. No, I can't read minds, but I'm glad that helps you out, JP. Congratulations on the $10 flux, all for you, buddy. And if, like I said, if you guys want to win that $10 flux, you can easily put a comment down in this video. And then in the next video, I will randomly pick a comment and give away those flux. So we had a live stream. We had some technical issues with it, but we had some fun anyways. It was me and Max and Trauma and Murph, and we were messing around with this thing a little bit, and we really got an idea of how Alp Arslan works, guys. Not in a 1v1 and in a murder ball fight or a 5v5. And this is real simple. First and foremost, I just got this guy, and I'm going to go ahead and max him. Where's he at? Let me just pull him up here. I got him, and we were able to do a custom arc. Now, we do our custom arc, and we make sure that everything within the custom arc works. And now that you have tier 5 equipment in the custom arc, it is absolutely great. Okay, the tier 5 equipment works out really well in custom arc, and you get all the KVK buffs, so you can mimic much better. That was always the issue I had with custom arcs, where you couldn't use tier 5 equipment. Now you can. So we ran that thing, and we ran it to death. So we ran some duels, and I even ran a couple myself. Let's see here on my reports. I ran a Shajar with Alp that actually did kind of okay against Gang Gang. It defeated it, and it still had 219,000. Now Shajar is a little bit crazy. I ran Herman beating a Gang Gang Achilles, which is kind of weird, even though you're doing the healing from Alp Arslan. You were able to actually win the duel, lose the trade. Okay, with Chen, he got cooked here. I don't know if Chen is the right play, but those were some of the things that we found. We also found, let me pull it up here with Max and Trauma. Okay, here is really what we were looking for. Alp with Zuge beating a Sun Tzu with William Wallace, like one of the best dueling marches in the game. Alp with Zuge just cooking that thing. And BQ Luce, not a dueling march, just gets absolutely cooked by it. And then against a Gang with Achilles, just cooks it. Okay, and these are Alp with Herman, Alp with Zuge. And then what's really interesting is that we tried Alp with Shapur. Now, Shapur has two skills that don't even work, okay? And when you look at Shapur, let me come over here. I don't even have Shapur maxed. But when you come over here and look at him, his fourth skill is not going to work because he's got to be in a rally. And the enhancement to that skill doesn't even work because you have to be in a rally, right? Well, his third skill has this normal damage debuff that makes the benevolence effect for Alp Arslan, the third skill. It makes the benevolence effect go crazy. And you just do a ton of damage. And I mean, you can see in some of these different videos that I had where we were dueling, red numbers go everywhere. The benevolence effect is crazy. Now he is so complex with his kit that it's kind of hard to explain. But the bottom line is you're wanting to put pierced effects and red numbers on the AoE side of things as much as possible. And Herman is amazing with Alp when it does that. It was everything we kind of had talked about and how that thing works. But in a dueling effect, Shapur, like those of you psychos out there running 3 Archer Marches can put Shapur behind Alp and it'll go cook. How crazy is that? This dude is so strong in the 5v5 duelings that we had. He just did insane amounts. Like you can see here at the end where even when Max had beneficial placement, Alp Arslan just absolutely cooks. We used him at the end. Let me see here. We used him at the end with Shajar, right? And so as we were using him with Shajar, you could see the blue marches. Those are traumas. And I'll give you kind of the criteria of how we did the 5v5 testing, okay? But this dude is so crazy good. And I think I've got this figured out to where it's really simple to understand, okay? Let me kind of show you real quick what Maximus was running. Okay, we were running a 5v5. We were running Chen YSG, Herman Alp, okay, Sun Tzu with Wallace, BQ Luce, and Gang Gang with Achilles. We didn't run 2 calves, we just ran 1. My heart is broke. Yes, I know. That's what we ran. And then on the other side of that, we ran a Herman with Zuge. So we were getting a discrepancy between the two by having an Alp as part of your 5-march lineup and then not having it and having Zuge instead. And the 5 lineup that did not have Alp got cooked absolutely every single time. Just every single time. And that's what was so interesting about this when you did the 5v5 dueling. We tried to keep everything else the same. We did the order of who was killing who the same. I'll have a card at the end screen that goes into the live stream to where you can go back and watch that. It's just kind of crazy. But this dude is off the charts good. Off the charts good. Like must max, off the charts. And so from there, we wanted to look at a couple of different things when it came to him. I think I've kind of got this figured out. Basically, he's an enhancer or a damage dealer, okay? When you put him with Shajar, you do the malevolence effect, okay? This healing is crazy with Shajar. Like crazy. Like it's a march that's gonna last forever. Like, holy geez. He's not as tanky as Chen, but he does so much healing when he's got the malevolence effect going, okay? And you do this when you put the buffs out. Well, Shajar has great buffs, like great buffs. She does 20% more normal damage to you and 2 other marches. And of course, if you're running a bunch of smite and combo marches, that all that does is enhance them a ton. That's why I always kind of like Shajar with my full-blown normal damage marches. But you do the healing and you do additional healing. The healing is just off the charts. Okay, so you're going to put him with a buffing commander that's going to do a lot of healing based on the direct damage and true damage. That is your synergies with Shajar. Okay, and it's only got a 3-second cooldown on that. All right, when you're able to heal just constantly, nonstop. All right, and that's a 20% healing. You get a 50% probability. And so with that, that's your buffing situation. With Shajar or Philip, I think Shajar is probably better in that sense. But then when you put him with Herman or you put him with a commander that's doing debuffing, it creates the benevolence effect. Okay, and this does more poison. Like, guys, the poison stacks rack up so freaking high. I don't know if you can see it on this video, but watch the little purple poison stacks that start showing up on all the marches, and they just go bananas because Alp is basically enhancing the poison stacks, and he's doing it like in a big way. Let me see if I can zoom in here and see if we can see the poison stacks ramp up on the marches to the right. You got 4, you got 2, you got 2. You've already got 12 on Herman. Holy geez. I mean, you're just laying down poison stacks everywhere. Now, here's the kicker to that. This is the one thing about Herman that people need to understand is that when you get to 25 stacks, you fire off his Forest of Fallen Eagles, okay? his active skill again. Well, that happens legit every 10 seconds at a murder ball fight because you're laying down so many poison stacks with Alp Arslan. Alp Arslan in his third skill is just going to enhance all of the poison. And he's gonna do poison stacks on poison stacks. So you're doing AoE poison stacks with Herman. Then you're doing AoE poison stacks with the Malevolence effect of Alp Arslan. The two-headed eagle is crazy. Like, this is just nuts. And then you get the pierced effect, okay, that comes off of his active skill. You get the pierced effect that's just laying down red numbers all over the place. So this dude, oh my gosh, guys, I had to put this video out and say he's just off the charts. Like, he is up there with like Sun Tzu, even creeping into chin levels. Like, that's how good this guy is. He's going to be phenomenal in Canyon. You're going to have so many different applications for him. And he works with so many commanders. He's going to work with Zuge. And when we ran him with Chin, he did exceptionally well. I don't know if you're running one. That's the biggest question we've got. If you're running one Archer March, okay, I don't know if you're going to be in a situation where you want to run him with Chin, okay? And so from there, this is one of the things you got to look forward to. Those of you running one Archer March and you're running Chin Zuge or Chin YSG, just hold off, okay? We don't know the answer to that yet. I wasn't super impressed with it, but if you're running two Archer Marches, oh my gosh, guys, he is a must-max guy. And honestly, probably with Chin, he's a must-max guy. You got to figure that thing out. So anyways, that was some of the testing. That was some of the different things that we did when it came to the testing. Like, this dude is off the charts good, okay? And when we ran him in that custom arc, now that we can use tier 5 equipment, we can get a legitimate standpoint of him. Like, he is insane. He's going to revive Herman, obviously. Herman is going to be great to run with him, all right? You could run Shajar with him. Like I said, that would probably happen with his third skill being the Malevolence effect. And he just doesn't die. Holy jeez, with Shajar. Now, it's a little bit of a hospital build, but he's going to stay in the fight for a long time, and he's going to be doing a lot of damage. And so that's the thing. People get scared about the single target damage, but it's like Sun Tzu. When you're able to put this pierced effect on, you're doing AoE red numbers to other marches. So you're just doing damage everywhere, okay? And so from there, let me show you this report here, because this was actually a report. Let me see here. Thought I had it. It is right here. Nope. Right here. Nope. Right here. I think we had it. Did I favorite this thing? Oh, here it is. Okay. So this is with Herman and Alp, right? And I'm just dueling this. Well, I just have these marches standing by. Well, Murph goes idiot on me and hits me. But these marches are just standing by taking damage from the pierced effect and from Herman. Okay. And when you see the battle log of this, you can see Herman here. Then you can see some healing. Then you start to see the pierced effect, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. This is all pierced effect, guys. Like that 1,099 damage that you're seeing here and here and here is all Alp Arslan's pierced effect. That's doing AoE, okay? Look at it, 2,000, 2,000. You got 1,700, 2,000, 1,600, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500. This is like every turn. It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy what the pierced effect does. And so you can see here, since he's a single target damage commander, this big number right here, the 9,000, that comes from Herman, right? Herman's AoE. So you're doing 12,000 on Herman's AoE. But then look at this. 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. You get it like 3 out of 4 turns. And then here, 2,000, 2,000, then 1,700, 2,000, 1,600, 1,500. These are all the pierced effects. Like, he's doing like red numbers like Chin to all these different marches. Holy geez. That's what makes him so good. So with that being said, guys, I mean, this dude's just off the charts. We're going to have some guides on him. We're going to have some different ways to run him. But right now, what it looks like is that Herman, amazing. Okay, Herman's amazing. Zuge is actually really good as well. Shajar brings you the healing factor and the malevolence effect to where you're going to be doing so much more healing based on the true damage and based on the damage that you're doing, where you're actually buffing, and that's just crazy amounts of healing with Shajar. Plus, it keeps Shajar in the field longer. Plus, you're actually enhancing all of this stuff that Shajar does, and you love that 20% more normal damage when you're running Smite and combo. Okay, with Chen, super strong. Now, this is one of those things with Chen, like I said, I don't know if he's like the best with Chen, but I think even though they don't have too many synergies, because Chen doesn't really do any debuffing, they don't have too many synergies, it doesn't matter because they're both just super powerful. Super powerful. So there's your kind of wrap up when it came to the testing of Alp. It's kind of crazy, but if you guys would be so kind, throw a like on here, help us out a little bit with the channel, help us out with the video. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Thank you guys for being a part of it, and love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Again, reminder, get down in the comments, enter to win that $10 flux. I'll give away in the next video. Okay, I do that every single video. I'm here, man of the people. I'm just here to give it away. So we hope you have a great day, broskies.